Oh hey there lads, my name is Lossy. Thank you so much for clicking onto a new video from me. If you go on to enjoy the video, do leave it a rating, I'd really appreciate that, and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, what would you think if I told you right now in this video that this December 2020 you would be able to play a new Battlefield game? Hear me out. A Battlefield game that offers 60 to 100 Hz dedicated servers that allows modding and in-game tuning that lets the player fine-tune those in-game details like suppression effect and color scheme bloom. See where I'm going with this? A fully fleshed out spectator mode that could be used in competitive Battlefield gaming. Custom maps and modes that allows players to just have fun with crazy custom modes like Prop Hunt or Infection. Well lads, it's actually true. What would you think? You'd probably say I was mad, but it's actually true. Say hello to Battlefield 3 Venice Unleashed. What started off, from what I can remember, years ago, back, before Battlefield 5, I think even before Battlefield 1, to my knowledge it started off as a mod for Battlefield 3 to tone down the intense blue filter and the crazy bloom effects and the suppression. I believe that's where it started. Now I could be wrong about that. But over the years, it has gotten so much backing from the community that it has transformed into something so much more than that. And I cannot wait to share with you lads today. So then let's hop over to the Venice Unleashed trailer and just see what they're teasing that will launch in December of this year. I'm excited. I actually haven't seen this trailer yet. It should be good. Oh, that Battlefield theme. Now this is a remake of the Dust 2 map. This is Prop Hunt. That's very old school, that map. This is a custom map builder. That's so cool. Look at all the assets they have in. Oh, is this Infection? It must be. That's Infection. Nice. Okay, this is spectator mode. Look how detailed it is. It looks official. Oh, this is like a mini game. It's like an arcade mini game. I didn't know they were doing that. Night maps? So cool. It's just a short teaser for what's to come, but that looks cool. That looks really cool. So then, with the trailer out of the way, it looks really cool. Just a really short teaser trailer. I'm sure we'll get a fully fleshed out trailer closer to December, but you can see loads of things there like I mentioned. Prop Hunt looks fun, Infection looks cool, that top-down arcade game, things like that. You just never see it in a Battlefield game, and that's what's so special about Venice Unleashed here. So let's open up their website, have a look at what they're boasting about, see what the forums say and the most frequently asked questions are. What features are coming with Venice Unleashed exactly? So then, let's have a look at About Venice Unleashed, aka Venice Unleashed VU. I'm sure we'll see it abbreviated quite a lot in the coming months as more and more people kind of pay attention to it. It's a modding and improvement framework for Battlefield 3. It offers a variety of features such as the ability to host private dedicated servers, high frequency tick rate servers, configurable suppression and color correction. Because they're basing it on Battlefield 3, of course that's just essential. That game, if you've seen my Battlefield 3 streams, you'll know that the bloom effect and the suppression Vaseline, it ruins the game for me. So I'm really happy to see that with Venice Unleashed we'll be able to go into the settings and tinker and fine-tune those elements of the game. Probably not eliminate them completely because that is what makes Battlefield 3, but tone it down a bit because they're dialed up to 11 in the vanilla game. It also does say though you can disable the blue tint, so golf clap. With it you can join servers offering custom experiences such as the Battlefield 3 reality mod or create your own using the modding tools. Very cool. Venice Unleashed is free to use for anyone who owns Battlefield 3 on Origin. To get started playing Venice Unleashed, simply register a new account and download it. So let's see what they're offering with Venice Unleashed and why we should be super excited about it. Private dedicated servers host dedicated game servers on your own machine, configure them and run any mods you want on them. So good! High tick rate servers, configurable server tick rate at 60 or 120 Hz, offering a more responsive and competitive gaming experience. Just to put that into perspective, this is essentially what we're used to with recent Frostbite powered games. You know, Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4. They were all like 60 to 100 Hz. Battlefield 3 was on 10. So this is going to be a hell of an improvement. Advanced configuration options allowing you to tune suppression, disable the blue tint, and more. Awesome. Modding support, extensive modding support allowing you to explore and create entirely new gaming experiences. That probably ties into that custom mode we saw. You know, you can make your own maps with the massive map editor. The custom modes is going to be amazing. I think this is going to bridge the gap between Battlefield 5 and whatever DICE is working on next. And the beauty of it is, just doing a little bit of research into it, it's legal. Like, all of this is actually legal. DICE and EA can't take this away from us. This is their own game, essentially. From what I know, it's booted up as their own game. It's not a mod for Battlefield 3, essentially. I don't know the ins and outs. You'll have to dig into it yourself a little bit. But from the website and from what people are saying on the forums, it's legal. Technically, it doesn't modify any of the game files of Battlefield 3, so I think that's where the line is drawn. If it changes something in the Battlefield 3 game files, that's technically modifying the game, and that's illegal. But because it doesn't do that, it's fine. But we'll have to wait and see. I hope it's not killed, because this is a dream come true. This is the wish list for the next Battlefield game this December, on arguably the fan favorite Battlefield game, Battlefield 3, so it's a win-win. Next up, we have match spectating. Venice Unleashed implements a fully featured spectating system, whether it is for filming or hosting competitions. And that's how you can tell this is coming from the community, because they look at the wish list of everybody and be like, okay, well, let's make a mod that appeals to everyone, no matter if you're a competitive player, if you're a cinematic content creator, because so many people working at DICE right now came from the community. Some of the screenshots you see in the marketing material were captured by someone that came from YouTube, which is insane, and I love that DICE do that. But Venice Unleashed is recognizing that, and it's giving people the tools to be creative. Because in past games, we had the cinematic tools, brilliant tools, but with Battlefield 1 and mainly Battlefield 5, without RSP from launch, the cinematics and the screenshot community have been struggling. They've been using the in-game spectator mode, which is cool, but it's just not as freeing as the cinematic tools, and because it's a mod, it's not allowed. So Venice Unleashed is recognizing that and giving the tools to those creative people in the Battlefield community, and I love to see it. What's really exciting though is that they go on to mention a roadmap, so it's not just a release and goodbye kind of thing, it's a release and, you know, improve over time, which is really cool to see. Below is a short list of things we're working on and will be adding to Venice Unleashed soon. Content authoring, support for creating fully custom content such as new textures, models, and maps. Remotely hosted assets, host your server mods on an external HTTP server offering faster downloads to players, and in-game voice chats. Very exciting stuff. Let's move on to the frequently asked questions, because I'm sure you lads have plenty of questions to do with this, and maybe these frequently asked questions on their website will help you out. So let's just run down through them really quickly. Do I need to own Battlefield 3 to use this? Yes. You need a legit, licensed and up-to-date version of Battlefield 3 installed in order to use Venice Unleashed, and you will also be required to link your Origin account with your Venice Unleashed account the first time you launch it, so that we can verify your ownership of the game. That also means, unfortunately, this is PC only. I don't think this sort of thing could be pulled off on console, I'm afraid. Do I also need the DLCs? Not necessarily. You need the DLCs to play in servers using DLC content as you would in the vanilla game, so nothing there. If you don't have a DLC map, well, you can't play it, so that makes sense. Will I get banned for using this? No, Venice Unleashed functions separately from vanilla Battlefield 3, uses its own servers, and does not modify any game files. That means you can just launch Battlefield 3 like you would normally through Battlelog, and it's like Venice Unleashed was never there. Any changes to your game data are performed at your discretion with use of third-party mod tools. Are my Battlelog stats transferred over? No, your Venice Unleashed profile is independent from your Battlelog profile, there's no progression, and everything is unlocked for everyone by default. Awesome. And again, the final question, is this actually legal? Yes, Venice Unleashed does not modify nor distribute any EA DICE assets and functions separately from the vanilla Battlefield 3 client. Venice Unleashed is fully legal under EU into blah 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 laws. So there you have it, lads. Venice Unleashed. I've been keeping an eye on it over the years, and it's just with this latest teaser, it just kind of threw itself back on the radar, and possibly at the absolute best time possible. When the Battlefield community is at its lowest point, with Battlefield 5 being what it was, and such a long gap between that game and the next game, Venice Unleashed might be coming out at the absolute perfect time. Think of the content, lads. Think of everything we can cover on YouTube to do with this. Massive squad up videos playing Prop Hunt, Infection, custom maps. This is so good. I can't explain that to you, lads. How refreshing it is to see such amazing Battlefield news. It's been well over maybe 2 years since we've seen this sort of excitement in the Battlefield community. Probably since the build up to Battlefield 5, to be honest. Maybe the Pacific, but this right here, this could change the game. This could be, like I said, it could bridge the gap between the two main Battlefield titles. And who knows, maybe it could even take off in a way that no one ever saw coming. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the amazing support on all my live streams the past few weeks. If you didn't know, I'm taking up YouTube full time, and you lads have just enabled me to live the dream, so thank you for that. Leave a like on the video if you haven't already, or a dislike if you didn't. Check out Venice Unleashed. Like I said, it's releasing in December, which is really fucking close, because today is October, which is really exciting. I can't wait to get my hands on this. Thank you, Venice Unleashed, for doing what you do and potentially bridging the gap between these two games. I cannot wait to take a proper look at this new game, essentially. But yes, subscribe if you haven't already to stay up to date with all of my very latest videos and live streams. But until the next one, I'll see you lads later.